Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Today I'm reviewing the brand new Camacho American Barrel Aged, and this is the cigar. I'll actually hold it this way so you can see the name Camacho, and it's the Toro size, 6 by 50. All right, let's just get this going. There's the density shot. Actually has a very dense feel in the hand. Now, this is the newest cigar since last year's Camacho Ecuador came out. It is also primarily an American cigar in as much as the tobacco is concerned. The blend incorporates a 6-year-old Corojo leaf aged in Kentucky bourbon barrels, and they say a leaf. I've also heard from the shop it's supposed to be one leaf. It's hard to believe that would make that much difference, but it supposedly does. Now, the blend is the wrapper is American broadleaf, the binder is American broadleaf, the filler is American broadleaf, Pennsylvania Maduro, and Honduran Corojo. These are made in the Dominican Republic. So, comes in 3 sizes: Robusto, Toro, and Gordo, 6 by 60. The Camacho a few years ago, had the revamping of their bands and what have you. This continues. Now, this is also part of the Master Built series is what they're calling it. So anyway, let's get right to this cigar, the Camacho American Barrel Aged Toro. All right, let's remove this little band at the foot, and because of the little arrow designation, it kind of shows us where to go. There we go. All right. There we go. See that layer again. I will be doing this review blind, if you will. This is the first one I've had. I actually bought 2 of them at the shop locally, but I haven't had a chance to really study it, had time for that, so I'm going to do it blind. So we'll all get to find out real quick. Still got one in the humidor for later. Now, I did incorporate my little trick that I've told you about, and I do it all the time. I have an apple before the review because I wanted to make sure all the flavors came through it. It's a very good palate cleansing trick. Try it. The first flavors I'm getting are very sweet boysenberry, brown sugar, and almost an espresso coffee, but definitely a dark roasted coffee. Black pepper. Oh, it's close to an 8. We'll call it 7.5. I don't know if it's quite 8, but it's a very dark noted cigar. Has quite a bit of sweetness to it. So I want to see where it goes from here because I'm anticipating some flavor changes, but I don't know. First time I've had one. So that's how it starts. Let's see where we go from here. Well, I'm getting close to an inch in. Not far from it. It's going to be difficult to hold this cigar and take pictures, as you can see, because of the orientation of the band. Now, there has been one change. The cigar still has the boysenberry notes, but they're now secondary to what I can only describe as a marshmallow cream type flavor. As you could guess, and as you wander that through your mind, it is sweet, yes. Has brown sugar. So if you take brown sugar, marshmallow cream, and boysenberry and mix it together, that's the flavor I'm getting. I would call the cigar a little above medium body to begin with. It's close to medium to full to start. The finish is a very thick, almost an influence of that brown sugar, marshmallow cream type flavor. It's very thick and long. So it's very nice. A little bit of lingering black pepper on the finish. So 1 inch in, plus or minus 11, 12 minutes or so, you'll start to notice that uptick in a thick sweetness. And it's right at the edge of getting butteriness. So let's see if it transitions into that. That'd be nice. Well, we're very, very close to the midpoint. Very close. I'm getting a few dashes of cinnamon now to go along with that primary, my term, of marshmallow cream. The boysenberry notes are very faint, if not, I don't think they've gone away, but they're barely detectable at this point. Medium to full body. The pepper seems to have intensified a little bit, and I like that. And it's you particularly noticed on the finish. Finish is still the same, but the lingering pepper has gone up. So that's about it here at or about the midpoint. Well, only about 1.5 inches or so remaining, but I wanted to update the flavors, how they've changed, if any. And they are about the same. The light cinnamon notes are affecting that marshmallow cream type flavor. They're toning it down a little bit. I never got the butteriness that I thought it might, so I was really a little disappointed in that. We haven't finished yet, but the brown sugar is aiding the sweetness, of course. And even though in the last segment or so I didn't mention the coffee, it is still at the base. It is just it's not espresso, it's just a straight black dark roasted coffee. Medium to full body, definitely. And it's starting to seem to move upward. The slight butteriness is only noticed on the finish. The pepper has definitely intensified as the cigar burns along. So that's something to look forward to. So that's about where we are, and I'll be back here very shortly to wrap it up. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Here at the end, the term I used, a marshmallow cream, really toned down. You didn't have the massive amount of sweetness. It sort of went down as the cigar went onward, but the cinnamon notes and the coffee notes rose, and that's what happened here at the end. The cinnamon really came out, brown sugar really came out, and the coffee notes really came out. The previous segment I told you that the black pepper really intensified, and it continued to do so. The cigar is the upper end of medium to full bodied, very close to full bodied here at the end. The finish really is the only thing that didn't change throughout. It had that sort of a marshmallow cream with a slight butteriness to it, and lots of nice lingering pepper, and it intensified as the cigar went along too. So the finish did somewhat change, not the flavors, but the pepper. It's been a good cigar. I was a little disappointed in the burn time of about 1 hour and 10 minutes. These are not inexpensive. I think they were, I bought 2 of these sometime this week, about $12 and change. So it's not a long time for a Toro, but it was a good cigar. Scoring, I'm giving it a 92 for the flavors. I enjoyed the cigar quite a bit. I wish it had lasted a little longer. And I also wish that the slight butteriness that I did get on the finish, it had started on the front end and had that to go along with those other notes. It would have been very, very nice. It would have been actually much better. But be that as it may, there you have it. So the Camacho American Barrel Aged Toro, 92, and available